I've heard rumours that there may be a heat wave, which means I have no reason not to venture into the garden. So watch this space. But talking about gardening, I've been looking at tools that you need in a garden. Yeah, it kind of seems a bit random, particularly as I'm so not a gardener and really have no idea about gardens. But you need a spade to go digging. So I want to say to all of you, get your spades ready. There's a heat wave coming and you're going to go digging. And you're probably thinking, what on earth is she talking about? I don't have a garden. And even if I had a garden, I am so not going out there with a spade to dig anything. But I want to say to you, how about you join me and be a gold digger? I didn't say gold. I said, join me and be a gold digger. Somebody was wearing a t-shirt and it had it on and I thought, oh my gosh, that is just so awesome. I'm going to create my own for that. But it's that whole thing that as we sit here now in the 6th month of 2020, where quite literally nothing has gone our way, the way in which it is that perhaps we had envisaged it, that we had planned for, that, yeah. And what's interesting is that absolutely everybody is in the same place, that the things that we had dreamed of at the beginning of the year, that, you know what, 2020 was going to be the year that, and then all storms started raging and all kind of things happened and we are feeling derailed. But I want to say to you that actually this is a great opportunity. But you knew that I was going to say that, didn't you? This is a great opportunity to go dig for those goals. That actually this is a great time to re-look at 2020, because we do have another 6 months left. And you have 2 choices. You either drift, and you know that you have the vision of a boat in water that has no anchor. And as the winds blow, it goes in the direction that the winds are blowing. So it has no say in where it is it's going or where it is it's going to end up, because it's going with the wind. So we have the option of actually just go with the flow, that kind of flow, that depending on what happens tomorrow, what it is the government says, what our partners say, what our family says, what the kids say, depending on that, we'll just go with that. Or we can say, okay, I've got 6 months left of 2020. Right. The goals I set before, they may not be effective for this time now. So how do I modify those so that I am continuing to chart my course for the rest of the year? So I'm not sitting there and waiting for the winds to come and tell me which way it is I should go. Because today it may go to the right and I'm going to the right. And then that's where I'm going. And then the winds come again and it blows you to the left. Oh, right. Okay, that's where it is I'm going. That would just make you crazy. But actually, if you stopped and said, okay, these are the goals I'm setting myself. And bearing in mind, the goals are about stretching you. Remember that whole reach, that they are stretching you. Set your goals and start charting your course. Yes, the winds will come and there will be a bit of wobbles and you may have to navigate your way around things. But actually, if you've got a direction that you're setting sail for, there is a greater possibility that you're going to reach your destination because you're focused on something. And so I love that whole idea of goal digging, because we need to dig deep. We need to dig deep to have the resilience to be able to weather the storm. We need to dig deep to have the commitment to keep moving. We need to dig deep for perseverance. We need to dig deep when things irritate us or annoy us or whatever it is for you in your world, we need to dig. And I want to challenge you to become a goal digger and go for it. Because that we get what it is that we go for. And it may not show up in the way in which it is that we would like it to. In fact, in the Spark Cafe on Friday, I was in fits of laughter because someone was talking about relationships and how it was that they had a friend who was praying earnestly for a tall, dark and handsome man. And the man showed up with the qualities that she wanted, but he was short, fat and bald. We realised that nobody actually prays for a short, fat and bald man. But she got what she wanted in terms of the characteristics, the fact that he loves her and that he shows her he loves her. In fact, they're now married and they've been married, happily married for 7 years. He shows her his love. And so it doesn't always show up in the packaging that we would like it to. And I don't just mean in terms of relationships, but in terms of things it is that we're saying that we're moving towards, that we're striving and striding for, that sometimes it shows up differently. But if we are focused on the goal and that we are actively moving in that direction and we're digging the things, we're getting rid of the weeds, we're digging so that we have got the right environment for it to grow in, then we will handle those moves and those changes in a different way because our eyes will be open and we'll actually be able to see beyond the layers. Like that woman saw beyond the fact that he was short, fat and bald to realise that actually, oh my gosh, this is the man that I've been looking for. So, are you ready to be a goal digger? Are you ready to actually believe that there is something that you can still achieve in 2020? Because it's not over yet. And because it's not over, there are still possibilities and opportunities that are simply waiting for you to show up and claim them. Yeah, the possibilities and opportunities, I believe that they are actually there all the time. They don't just suddenly appear. They are there all the time, but depending on the lens we're looking at things through, depending how it is that we are seeing things, will depend on whether or not we actually see them. Hold on. Because if you think about times like these, when, there's a whole economic crisis globally, there are still people starting businesses. There are still people thriving in this economy. And I don't mean by exploiting other people. There's still people that are seeing opportunities in the midst of the crisis. And that takes me back to the Chinese, Japanese, whichever one it is, where they have the same symbol in the word crisis as they do in the word opportunity. And it's that whole thing that in the middle of a crisis, there is always an opportunity. So whatever it is the crisis in your life, and hopefully you're not labeling it as a crisis, but whatever it is that's going on in your life, I want to say to you that there are opportunities there for you to succeed and grow. It's simple. There are opportunities in your life right now, right at this moment, right where it is that you are, to succeed and grow. But you have to decide that that actually is possible and start setting those goals for yourself. And we all have heard of the whole SMART goal setting. So they are specific goals that you actually will know if it is that when it is that you have achieved it. You know that whole thing that if you say, do you know what my goal is to earn more money. Yeah, great. So if somebody gave you an extra 5p an hour, fabulous, your goal has been met. But that's not what you meant. So write the goal in the way that you intend it to show up. Measurable. You need to be able to see where it is that you are on the journey. You need to be able to measure your progress. A is about achievable. Yes, set goals that are stretching you, but actually it's in the realm of achieving. So for instance, on the whole money thing, if you are earning nothing at the moment and you're saying that actually at the end of June, I want to be earning £10,000, dollars, yen a month, that from your current starting point is not achievable actually, and it's realistic either, because you need to get started to get going. And I'm not saying, we have all of these stories of people that, oh my gosh, they have made 10 grand overnight, or they opened the mailbox and there was a check. Yeah, all of those things are, yeah. I will just leave you to fill in the blank there. They are all So it's really looking at your goals and in relation to where it is you are right now and what the possibility is from there. So for instance, if I'd started running, first of all, that would be a miracle. But if I'd started running and then I said that actually by the end of July, I want to run a half marathon, then that's a major stretch, but actually that's possible because I've already started the process. Does that make sense? Yeah, so R is about realistic, so it's along those lines. S-M-A-R-T. Yeah, a time frame. That whole thing that actually that by a particular date, so whether or not it is the end of June, end of July, December 31st, that actually you've got a time to it. So actually you can see where it is that you are along the journey. In fact, I want to challenge you. Yeah, this is a good one. I don't know what date the 31st of December is, but actually that would be really cool for us to meet for a glass of champagne or a glass of Prosecco or a glass of water if you're a non-drinker, to celebrate the achievements of 2020. That for us to be in a space where actually we say, do you know what? 2020 was an amazing year. Yeah, there was kind of lots of crappy things that went on. But do you know what happened? Do you know what it was I achieved? What it was that I did? Oh my gosh. Yeah. And with that in mind, that we're going to meet to celebrate your success, what goals are you setting for yourself? It's time to show up and be that goal digger. I just love that because it kind of sounds like, oh, you meant gold digger. Nope, goal digger. Let's go dig for it because it is there for us to achieve success, whatever it is that success looks like for you. Like my success on a daily basis is I woke up and I'm already successful. And I navigated my way through the day to get back to bed. So it's that whole thing about defining what success actually means for you and set your goals for the last 6 months of the year. Come on, let's be goal diggers. I feel like there's a song, but I can't sing. Well, actually, I don't know. You never know. I might kind of pen some lyrics and start a tune around gold diggers. But anyway, whatever it is you are doing, I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Go set those goals.